Hello, beautiful woman, and I'm so happy that you are looking at joining Queen Alchemy. So, Queen Alchemy is a 7-week program of mine that is unlike anything else out there. I made it years ago before it became like all the rage to be doing trauma stuff and sex stuff and femininity. I kind of jumped in before everybody else did, I guess. If you follow me along my journey, you'd be aware of that. Anyway, I made Queen Alchemy years ago because a client literally was needing to feel safer to be really sexy and unleash her inner slut. So I created Queen Alchemy. I remember the moment the name came through and everything, and it has just become one of my signature programs since that moment. So Queen Alchemy is 7 weeks long. It is so hard to put into words. All of my work is very hard to put into words. Like my immersion, I can't put it into words. Queen Alchemy can't put it into words. The man can't put it into words. When it comes to the way that I help people to release trauma, because I've made up all of my own modalities, it's very, very hard to explain. I can't just say to you, oh, I do like EMDR, and then people can Google it and understand it. Like there's no like professional names to my modalities. It's all come through intuitively, and it was a gift that I've been given. And actually, my name means to advise and counsel. So it's definitely innate within me. Anyway, you can read all the testimonials you want. And what everybody always says is I read every testimonial before I joined Queen Alchemy, and none of them explained, or none of them did the job I needed them to do, basically, because you can't put this program into words. But what I will say is that time and time again, the thing that I hear the most is that women wish they joined sooner. They wish they followed the niggle. They wish they trusted that part of them that was telling them to do it, but they let their fear be the driving force rather than just trusting the process. And there are hundreds of testimonials throughout my website. So you can rest assured that as long as you come in ready to crack, ready to release, ready to put in your end of the work, you will get the results. The people that should not join Queen Alchemy, the women that should not join Queen Alchemy, are those of you that are still in your victim mentality. Those of you that want just like kind of a quick fix, or are hoping that I can just like press a button and you're done. Don't join Queen Alchemy. The thing with Queen Alchemy is that because it's obviously online, whilst that's amazing because then you get to join from all around the world, it also means that you have to be willing to put in the work and to show up and to not self-sabotage and to not put the wall up, right? So if you are someone that's like, I'm going to put my fucking wall up, I would do one of my in-person immersions and then do Queen Alchemy after. They complement each other very, very well. But if you're worried about self-sabotaging, you're not willing to put that to the side and really show the fuck up for yourself and have that discipline, then don't join Queen Alchemy, right? Now, for those of you that are like, no, I'm ready to fucking do this, let me explain how it rolls. So every week on a Thursday at 4 p.m. EST, New York time, that's where I live, we have our 2-hour group healing call. So this is for everybody to come to, and there's a recorded version of it in case you're at work when you can't make it or whatever. But make sure you do the fucking recorded call, right? If you don't do the recordings, I can't help you. So that's every Thursday at 4 p.m. Then in addition to that, we have 14 mini trauma calls. And basically these little calls, you can come to as many of them as you want to. You can pick and choose. The list is on the website. Just scroll down below and you'll see it. And these 14 calls are on different topics. So you can come to the ones where you're like, oh yeah, I need this. And in these calls, we do all the trauma healing and the embodiment work and the release work and the recoding. We do all of that in that 1-hour call. Those calls, you have to join the live call. You cannot get the recording. You cannot be like, oh, I can't make it, but I'll get the recording. You need to come live, because otherwise, I do it for a reason. Otherwise, everyone just do the fucking recordings and they won't do the recordings. So the reason why I do this is not because I'm being a bitch. The reason why I'm doing this is for your own benefit, because I want you to tell your boss, I need an hour break here, or I need to go home earlier. I'm going to come into the office late. You need to stand in your worth and say that so that you get the results. Because if you keep just being like, I'll do the recording, I'll do the recording, it's you not prioritizing yourself because you're not going to do the fucking recording. So those mini trauma calls, you need to come to live. Okay. Then we have a Telegram group, which is like a WhatsApp group, right? So in the Telegram group, you can ask questions, you can share your wins. I will put in things like journal prompts and little chicken nuggets for you guys to just be vibing with all the time over the 7-week period. So it's a very immersive 7 weeks, and it's full fucking body. It is mind, body, and soul. It is every single part of you will be healed. Parts of you that didn't know you needed to be healed, those parts are going to be healed. I am going to find things in you that you didn't know that you had. There is limited availability for one-on-ones, but you can get a one-on-one if you would like one, or if I have told you that you need one based on your intake form. There are limited spaces for one-on-one, so make sure that you join earlier rather than later, so that if I say that you do need a one-on-one to get the results that you want to get, then you can make sure that you jump on that. Not everybody needs a one-on-one, but depending on the level of trauma and what you've dealt with and whatnot, I know whether people need a one-on-one to get the results, or whether they're going to be fine in the group calls. Okay. I'm so excited for you to join. This program is just absolutely amazing. I've run it so many times. I know it like the back of my hand, and every time I'm just more and more excited to welcome all these beautiful women that are joining to help change their lives. So whether it is, physical things that you need to fix, like you're missing your period, or you have endo, or you can't fall pregnant. I mean, look at testimonials. Every woman's fallen fucking pregnant. I've gotten every period back. Whether it's the fact that you want to stop being triggered by things that you're constantly triggered about, or that therapy hasn't worked for you, or that you always feel tense when you're having sex, or you can't attract good people into your life, or whatever it is, this program is going to help you. If you think, is this program for everybody? It's for everybody. I honestly feel like every woman needs to do Queen Alchemy. Every man needs to do the man, right? Queen Alchemy is just for women. Every woman needs to do Queen Alchemy, because the thing with my work is that it will pull things out of you that you didn't know you had, but once they're gone, you're like, holy shit, that was what was stopping me from X, Y, and Z, or keeping me back from ABC. But I had no idea it was there. So I never would have gotten rid of that if I didn't do this work. So please just know that the program is not like other, like sensuality programs where it's just like a bit of fun and feeling sexy. The way that I format my work is getting rid of all of the deep trauma that's stopping you from being easily embodied in your confidence, in your self-worth, in that sex appeal, lighting up the room. We heal all of that trauma shit first. Like, we rip you into shreds so that you can then build from there. There's no point having your trauma and then just trying to feel sexy and doing fun embodiment stuff. Like, that doesn't work, because you haven't gotten rid of the thing that has stopped you from naturally doing that. Because naturally, you are sensual. Naturally, you are confident. The reason why you're not right now is because of these trauma things. So we start from the root, get rid of those trauma things. Once those trauma things are gone, then we do the quote unquote fun stuff. I think the fun stuff is the trauma work, but each to their own. Then we do the fun stuff, like the sensual eating, the lap dances, all the embodiment work. And we really get into our feminine energy once we've done that trauma healing first. That's how I work it, because that's the way that you get those results that last a lifetime and are really sustainable. So any other details, FAQs, X, Y, and Z are all down the very bottom of the website page. Please read the testimonials, look at all the screenshots of the results that other women have gotten. They speak for themselves. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to send me a message on Instagram, or you can email, whatever feels better, so I can answer any of your questions. And I'm just so excited to have you on this amazing journey.